Hello everyone and welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5 tutorial. Today I will show you an easy way to implement green screen footage into your scene in Unreal Engine 5.6, including shadows. So this is our footage. I downloaded it from mixkit.co. Link in the description. To start, click the Add button and search for Media Plate. If you don't see it, you need to activate the Media Plate plugin first. Move the plane roughly to the position where you want the green screen footage to appear. In the Details panel of the Media Plate, go to Playlist. Click on File and select your green screen footage. Scroll up to the Control section and click on Open the current media. Now the video automatically plays back in the viewport. Resize and position it until it looks good. To get rid of the green, scroll down and double-click the material instance of the media plate. Search for the parent material and click the magnifier glass to open it in the content browser. Here we see a bunch of master materials for our media plate. To be able to use chroma keying and color correction, we choose the translucent CC master material. Right-click and duplicate it to keep the original untouched. Name it something like CC Green Screen. Drag and drop the new material into the parent slot of the material instance. Then double-click it to open. All the nodes in here are for color correction. We want to add the chroma key before that. So right-click and search for Key. Choose the MF Chroma Keyer material function. Connect the RGB pin of the media texture to the input color and the emissive color pin to the A input of the multiply node. Then connect the opacity pin of the chroma keyer node to the opacity pin of the material. Save and close. Now we need to set up the key color. Double-click on the media texture and drag it over here. Check the key color box and click here to open the color picker window. Click on the eyedropper and select the green area from the media texture. You can now close the media texture window. To refine the edges, you can play around with these settings. And if necessary, you can also crop the edges of the footage here. In this section, you have a bunch of options to color correct your footage. But before it starts to affect your footage, you need to set color correction amount to 1. Let's create a level sequence or open an existing one. Drag and drop the media plate to the timeline. Hit Yes to turn off the autoplay. The first step is done. If your footage looks a bit pixelated, just set your screen percentage to 100. Now let's add shadows to our scene. To do this, we create a duplicate of the media plate. Place it in the exact same position as the original one. In the Details panel, click on Open Current Media again and double-click the material instance. Scroll down to the material settings. Change the material from unlit to default lit. This allows the media plate to cast shadows from the keyed out person onto the environment. Then search for Cast and activate the Cast Dynamic Shadow as masked. Save and close. In the Details panel of the media plate, search for Shadow. Check Dynamic Shadow and set the shadow cache invalidation behavior to always. This will permanently update the shadow map. At this point, you will see both the video and the shadow, but we only want the shadow to stay visible. So here's the trick. Open the master material that you duplicated earlier and add a scalar parameter and a multiply node. Name the parameter something like opacity multiplier. Connect the opacity pin of the Chroma keyer node to the A pin of the multiply node and the scalar parameter to B. Then plug it into the opacity input of the material. Set the default value of the parameter to 1, save and close. Back in the material instance, set the opacity multiplier to 0.001. Also scroll down and set the opacity mask clip value to 0.001. This makes the plate itself practically invisible, while still updating the shadows in real time. The original plate remains unlit and shows the keyed video, while the duplicate is only responsible for casting the shadows. You can fine-tune the shadow's strength and softness by adjusting your scene lights until it feels natural. And that's it. We now have our green screen footage inside Unreal Engine, including real-time shadows that interact seamlessly with the environment. That's it for today. I hope you liked this tutorial and it was helpful. Leave a comment if you want more tutorials like this. Cheers!